All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We already crushed the 7K subscriber goal, so we are going to update that board here for you guys. Look at Joe Burrow, looking at all these nice, tasty giveaways. We have the 8K sub jersey giveaway. We have the 9K sub sports memorabilia giveaway, 10K subs, the big one, $1,000 giveaway, and the 12K subs. We're going to send a couple people to a game of their choice. Guys, we are very excited for the football season, but no more talking. Let's get right into this video, Trey. All right, guys, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Saturday, September 30th slate of games. Take a look at the leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, my game just started. We're recording at 7:45 Central Time, so it just started. I gave out the White Sox plus a half in the first 5-inning run line versus the Padres. I wholeheartedly expect Dylan Cease to pitch a gem of a game here. It's his last start of the season. He has nothing to lose besides his mustache.
Ooh, Seth?
Yeah, and I took the Guardians on the money line. Currently in the top of the seventh, with the Guardians leading 7-4 in this one. So as long as their bullpen holds on to it, we should put a win on the board.
Yep, and then I have the Arizona Diamondbacks on the money line going up against the Houston Astros. That game will start in about 35 minutes, so no action for me yet, but I have a lot of confidence with Zach Gallen on the mound. So let's take a look at our plays for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to be going with this Washington Nationals at Atlanta Braves game. And this game should be pretty fun to watch. I'm going to buy a half run here. I'm going to take the over 8.5 total runs in this game. It's at minus 138, which I absolutely love because we're getting an interesting pitcher duel here in this game. Both these pitchers simply just love to give up dingers. Each of them have a 15-plus percentage home run percentage. So there's going to be some balls leaving the yard in this game. The Nationals, they're throwing out Yoan Adon in this game. He's been pretty bad in his 11 games this season. And Adon, he started in 9 of those, and he's turned that to a 2-4 record with a 6.42 ERA paired with a 1.66 whip. Adon, he should be allowing a ton of base runners in this game, especially going up against this high-powered Braves offense. And the Braves, they're throwing out their elite pitcher in Spencer Strider. I've said it all season long. He is a high-volume strikeout pitcher, but along that process, he gives up runs. And Strider, he's pitched in 15 home games this season. He's turned that to a 7-3 record, but he has a 4.3 ERA, but he does have a 1.03 whip. So he usually just gives up the long ball a couple times in the start, and then he usually strikes out 10 batters and leaves. So these two teams, they're pretty high-powered. I mean, the Braves, number one, Nationals, they're middle of the pack. They combine to score an average of 10.09 runs per game, which is well over this number. So I'm just going to take the over 8.5 total runs, and I'm just going to sit back and relax and watch a lot of home runs in this game.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
And I'm ready for the hate on my pick. I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm ready for it.
Saucy.
All right, guys. Here it is. I'm going to take the Athletics on the money line against the Los Angeles Angels in this game. I faded them all season until this point right now. And the reason being is the Athletics have been playing really tough baseball over their last 6 games. They are competing where other teams are just giving up. And I like that about the Athletics. So I'm going to reward them with my pick here because I like it if you just go for it and continue to play hard. The Angels have not been playing hard. The Angels have lost 4 of their last 6 and have basically imploded since Shohei cleared out his locker and Mike Trout was ruled out for the rest of the year, and they said they might trade Mike Trout. But the Athletics are 3-3 over their last 6 games. They have a rookie in Joe Boyle going for them on the mound, who has been really good in his first 2 outings, and he hasn't allowed a single run in 9 innings pitched. I know this is a small sample size, but this Angels offense has lost all of its confidence, and they've been held under 3 runs in 4 of their last 5 games. Going for the Angels will be Kenny Rosenberg, who has a 4.50 ERA this season, and the Angels have lost 4 of his 6 starts this season. I know this is a reach, but I know this will be plus money in favor of the Athletics. So if I'm going to reach, I'm going to do so with plus money. So give me the Athletics on the money line here against the Angels.
More power to you, young man. You know, we're at the end of the season, so we got to take some chances on some of these teams. But I don't mind the play, Seth. I really don't. But for my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Cincinnati Reds going up against the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm going to take the Reds on the money line as my play. I'm going to talk about this playoff standings a little bit on the player prop side, but I do want to say the Reds are still a full game outside the playoffs. The Chicago Cubs have been helping them out as much as they can. They've lost 4 straight, but the Miami Marlins did pick up a win the other night against the New York Mets, so they are now in the playoffs. Whichever team, the Reds or the Cubs, whichever one of those teams can sweep their series this weekend will be in the playoffs. I'm a firm believer in that. The Reds will be playing the Cardinals. The Cubs are going to play the Brewers. I like the Reds here because they're going to get a pitcher named Drew Rom, who has over the last 2 games, he's given up 17 hits and 13 runs. He's coming in with a 7.98 ERA, and the Cincinnati Reds are as hungry as it gets right now to get some wins. They're going to dominate Drew in this game. I'm also seeing that the Cincinnati Reds might throw out Connor Phillips, a rookie for them, but I highly doubt that they are going to give a ball to a guy who's only seen 4 games this year in their most important series of the season. I would expect a normal start in this game for the Reds. So I'm going to take them on the money line in this game in a big spot. Guys, go over the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I'm 0 for 0. My game has not started yet. I gave out Chase Seth to go over 5.5 strikeouts versus the A's. Like Seth said, the A's have been playing pretty good, but they still strike out a shit ton. So Chase Seth should be able to hit the over here.
Seth?
Yeah, and I took Marcell Ozuna over a half RBI, so anytime RBI. He has currently had 2 at-bats. He does have 1 hit, but with no RBI yet, he'll still have a few at-bats in this game, I'm sure.
Yep, and then I have Juan Soto over 1.5 bases as my play. Currently 1 hit and 2 at-bats. Has a single. We need another single or more for him to hit that. So he's got 2 more at-bats against the White Sox. Hopefully he gets that. But let's move on to our plays for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Luis Castillo here over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Rangers. Guys, book it in. Anytime Castillo's playing at home, he's a sure bet to strike out a ton of batters and probably not allow a lot of runs because Castillo, he's pitched in 17 home games this season, pretty massive sample size, and he's turned that to a 7-3 record with a 2.81 ERA paired with a 0.92 WHIP. That's 17 games with a not allowing 1 base runner per inning. That's pretty impressive. But more importantly for us, though, he's an absolute strikeout machine when pitching in Seattle because Castillo, he averages 7.4 strikeouts per game whenever he's pitching at home, which is over this number. But yes, this is a little bit of a risky play going up against the Rangers, high-powered offense, but they are in the middle of the pack, towards the bottom, actually, whenever it comes to strikeouts per game. So I do expect Castillo here to still be able to rack up a ton of strikeouts throughout the start. So give me Luis Castillo to go over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Rangers.
I love it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and I'm going to go to the Mets game, and I'm going to take Luis Arraez over 1.5 bases in his game. This is a player that can just flat out hit. He doesn't strike out, and he just puts the ball in play. Arraez has an outstanding .353 batting average this season, which ranks him number 1 in all the MLB in batting average. Over his last 5 games, he has compiled 9 hits while adding 3 multi-hit games in that span. He is hitting righties at .361 and is hitting .327 on the road this season. Add that to the fact that he is hitting .375 with 27 hits in the month of September. Arraez is a safe bet for this prop. He will also be getting a nice matchup in this game against a Pirates pitcher named Quinn Priester, as Priester has already allowed 48 hits and only 44.2 innings pitched this season. Arraez will have the chance in this one to have a big game, so just take him over 1.5 bases here against Quinn Priester and the Pirates.
Yes, Seth, I like that one as well. For my play today, I'm going to look at Ely De La Cruz to go over 1.5 base against the Cardinals. Here's the deal. I said I was going to talk about it. The Chicago Cubs have fed out of the playoff spot for the first time in a while. The Miami Marlins overtook them, but the Cincinnati Reds are still sitting a game back of the Marlins. The Reds need to win this series, and they really need to sweep this series against the Cardinals. They need their best players to have good performances at the plate, and Ely De La Cruz is one of those great players. He will be getting a great matchup against Drew Rom, who over the last 2 games has given up 17 hits and 13 runs. De La Cruz came into the MLB as hot as you can possibly get, and now he's really cooled off, only hitting .235 on the season. However, over the last 5 games, he scored a hit in 4 of the 5, and he had a 3-hit game a couple nights ago against the Guardians. I think he's starting to see the ball a lot better down the stretch of the season, so I'm going to take him to go over 1.5 bases, getting a pitcher who's been really struggling lately. The Reds need their best players. Give me De La Cruz to go over 1.5 bases as my play. Guys, that's going to do it for MLB player props and game picks for Saturday, September 30th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month. A little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there, Trey. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.